Hey guys! Tonight we're heading back in time to a world of silk, candlelight, and royal daydreams. Welcome to the courts of early Laos. You're somewhere deep in the tropical twilight of Lanshan, the kingdom of a million elephants. Long before screens, horns, or deadlines. Here, time doesn't exactly stop, but it does yawn, stretch, and lie down for a nap under a mango tree. Your silk robe swishes lightly around your ankles. It's embroidered with threads so fine they whisper when you move. Somewhere nearby, a bamboo flute is playing a melody with no hurry to end. You're not a ruler, not tonight. You're a quiet observer. A member of the court with just enough rank to stay comfortable. Just enough anonymity to get away with daydreaming. So, before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. And don't forget, drop a comment with where you're listening from and your local time. Now, dim the lights. Maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum. And let's ease into tonight's journey together. You start in the palace garden, barefoot. But that's fine. You're not running anywhere. The stone pathways are smooth and still warm from the day. Candle lanterns swing gently from poles, their light catching on silver leaves. Fireflies flicker low in the grass, as if someone scattered sparks from the celestial forge. You pass a pond rimmed with lotus blossoms. Somewhere in the dark, a frog mutters its opinion. The air smells like lemongrass and dusted incense. Every few steps, you pass a palace servant kneeling quietly on a woven mat, not speaking unless spoken to. It's peaceful, even regal. You can feel your shoulders drop. You're not just relaxing, you're aligning with the slow rhythm of the court. No one here rushes. Even the koi fish look meditative. Up ahead, you see a young courtier awkwardly holding a royal parasol. It's taller than he is and shimmers with dyed silk. He's clearly trying not to sneeze. This, you realize, is not just sun protection, it's a mobile status beacon. To walk under the parasol is to exist in a bubble of silent power. Which is relaxing. Unless the breeze flips it inside out. That happened once to a visiting envoy. He left early. Inside the great hall, you change. Two attendants help drape fresh layers of silk around you, lavender, gold, crimson. Your hair is perfumed with pomelo oil and pinned with mother of pearl. A golden beetle box is pressed into your palm. You know how this goes. Unwrap the leaf. Smear a little lime paste. Sprinkle the areca nut. Chew. Not politely. Try not to wince at the bitterness. It's ceremonial. And mildly numbing. Kind of like a 14th century energy drink. Minus the energy. Soon, you're seated on a low cushion beside one of the palace scribes. He's maybe 16 and already looks exhausted. His job? To transcribe poetry and court orders. Your job? To sit through the next hour of verse without falling asleep first. You fail by stanza 3. The scribe joins you in dreamland shortly after. A small bell rings and you both jolt upright like guilty cats. The poet doesn't notice. He's still on about the moon's radiant sorrow. Luckily, salvation comes in the form of music. The gong ensemble sets up nearby, 17 bronze instruments arranged by size and pitch. Each one is suspended over carved stands shaped like river dragons. The players are calm, almost sleepy themselves. You feel the low hum of the first notes resonate through your chest. It's not just music, it's architecture made of sound. As the rhythm builds, you don't tap your foot. That would be vulgar. Instead, you nod slightly and breathe in time with the melody. This kind of music is old. Older than the palace. Older than some of the gods. According to one barefoot monk in the back. He says the gongs echo the heartbeat of the land. You pretend to understand. Mostly. It just feels good. And now, midnight snack. You thought you were full. But that was before you saw the woven platter of sticky rice. Perfectly warm. Accompanied by tiny slices of mango and a drizzle of coconut milk. A palace girl offers it on her knees. Smiling shyly behind a fan. You take one bite. It's heaven. Sleepy. Tropical heaven with a touch of salt. You're wiping your fingers when an astrologer appears. Well, more like glides into view. He's ancient, hunched, and smells like camphor. He gestures for your hand. You offer it politely. He squints at your palm, mutters something about Venus rising, then pauses when he spots a mole on your shoulder. Apparently, That means you're destined to cross rivers in high places. Whatever that means. He seems pleased. Or maybe confused. Historians still argue whether these astrologers actually advised policy. Or just made everyone feel vaguely mystical at bedtime. You're handed a letter. Well, it's a scroll. Technically. Tied with silk and slightly scented. You open it to find elegant calligraphy, possibly a diplomatic request. Possibly a love poem. Or both. The phrasing is ambiguous. Either way, someone in the court wants your attention. The signature? Just a lotus blossom sketch. Subtle, not far off. The ladies' court is, how to put this, less ceremonial. You wander in just as a feather-stuffed pillow goes sailing past your head. A group of noble women in jewel-colored gowns are giggling around a half-collapsed fan fort. One of them winks at you. You nod respectfully and back away before you become collateral damage in a perfume-scented branquower. Servants begin setting out bowls of herbal steam. You sit near one. And a thin stream of flower-scented mist tickles your cheeks. It's supposed to refresh the skin. Though it mostly makes your eyebrows damp. Still. The smell is heavenly, frangipani. Orchid. A hint of clove. You close your eyes. Just for a moment. A bird chirps overhead. Not just any bird, a red-beaked drongo. Sacred to some. Ominous to others. It flits and perches on the parasol you met earlier. Several courtiers gasp. Two start whispering. One mutters something about last time this happened and slips at a side door. You stay seated. If this is a sign, it's a sleepy one. The bird blinks at you and yawns. You wake up. Or at least pretend to. From your accidental steam-induced nap. No one notices. Or maybe everyone pretends not to. That's the gift of court etiquette, mutual. Dignified denial. You shift back into posture. Just in time for the ceremonial nap hour. Yes. That's right. The nap wasn't a fluke. It's encouraged. You lie back on a low divan with embroidered cushions and a curtain of fine netting gently pulled around you. This is not the kind of nap you steal between errands, this one is formal. Scheduled. And accompanied by a low drumming heartbeat from a nearby gong. Court life can be demanding. But everyone agrees, a tired noble is a cranky noble. And that is not harmonious. Even kings took these rests. Surrounded by attendants gently waving fans. There's debate among scholars, did the midday nap symbolize the court's synchronization with nature? Or was everyone just really full from mango rice? Either way. Your breathing slows. Your limbs sink. And your mind wanders. You dream of ceremonial bows. Which, as it happens, you'll need soon. When you awaken, a palisade whispers that a minor regional lord is arriving. And you'll need to show respect without sweat, cramps, or social disgrace. Good luck. You rise. The hall has filled. Candles line the room in twinkling ranks. The scent of lotus and frankincense trails in the air. You position yourself near a pillar and begin mentally rehearsing the bow. Step forward. Hands together. Bend from the waist. Do not fall over. The procession enters. There's the Lord, dressed in dark indigo silk. Flanked by attendants holding carved umbrellas and baskets of symbolic fruits. He looks bored. You bow. Your knees creak like an old ox cart. But you manage a decent angle and return upright without fainting. Victory! A soft smile from a nearby courtier tells you it was a solid 8 out of 10. As the evening softens into night, the palace begins to breathe in reverse. Candles are snuffed. Curtains drawn. And voices drop into a hush. The great court transitions into a kind of twilight theater of calm. You drift through the halls. Pausing to watch a servant carefully refill oil lamps with fragrant blends, ylang-ylang, clove, and something you can't name but want bottled forever. You reach the open-air gallery that faces the river. Below, fireflies blink along the banks. And a fisherman's boat glides past with barely a ripple. The stars are sharp tonight. Cut across the sky like silver etchings on indigo silk. You rest your elbows on the polished wood railing. Behind you, someone begins to hum, a lullaby. Maybe. Or a love song. It's hard to tell in this place, where even practical things come wrapped in poetry. You catch sight of a lotus-shaped lantern floating slowly across a shallow basin of water in the courtyard. A servant placed it there earlier as an offering for a safe season. Others follow, tiny flickering orbs drifting gently on their way. It's hypnotic. You move through the guest wing and find yourself back in the woman's court. Now winding down. No more pillow wars. A few women lounge on cushions, quietly playing a game with carved bone tiles. One gestures for you to join, but you simply watch. Smiling, a cluster of servants prepare the evening oils, small dishes of warm coconut and tamarind meant for massaging sore muscles. Someone approaches behind you, offering a warm cloth for your hands. You take it and realize, distantly, that you've never felt more like a royalty. The final moment of the night is quiet. Reverent even. A monk appears with a single bell and walks the corridor once. The sound is soft but clear, like a whisper asking the palace to exhale. The day is over. The court settles. You return to your quarters. A chamber of smooth wood and mosquito netting. The bed is firm but clean. The pillow smells faintly of sandalwood. You lie down and gaze up at the carved ceiling, dragons, clouds, and tigers all spiraling upward like a story too slow to finish. From the courtyard, a late breeze stirs. It pushes the scent of night-blooming jasmine through the slats. You inhale deeply. Sleep comes not like a crash, but a gentle bow. Like the court itself, soft, elegant, and thoroughly uninterested in your modern worries. And now, you lie still. The sounds of the ancient court recede, like soft trebles fading from a dropped stone. There are no more gongs tonight. No more beetle to chew. No more bows to perfect. Just you. The quiet hush of a moonlit palace. And the drifting scent of lotus blossoms. The lanterns have all been doused. A single ember glows in a distant brazier. Its warmth steady and unbothered. Outside your chamber, a tree frog sings its slow song to no one in particular. Even the breeze has quieted. As if the world itself has chosen to sleep. The courtiers are resting. The musicians have wrapped their gongs in silk. The poet finally ran out of metaphors for the moon. And the red-beaked drongo? He's tucked his head under his wing. Your limbs grow heavier. But pleasantly so, like you're sinking into a woven mat of time itself. The air around you has softened. Even your breath feels older, calmer. As if it's traveled through a dozen centuries to get to this moment. Let your eyes fall closed. There's nothing more to do. No fan to wave. No lord to impress. No scroll to decipher. Just stillness. And the sweet, forgotten serenity of a palace that always knew how to rest. Sleep. Now. Dream of silk roads and river kings. Of candlelight flickering on lotus leaves. And of a history that never demanded to be remembered, only felt. End of script. Sweet dreams.